Good morning. So we're going to give you an update on King. It did take an excavator to get him out, so I'm about to show you the process of how they did that. I wasn't home, so Corey took photos of him coming out. Is one thing that I don't think you ever want to do again. No.
Nope.
But he's a happy bull now. He's back with his girl. So I'll just show you what Corey and the neighbour did. We have a full-on weekend this weekend. We've got to go to Townsville for the weekend for Charlie's 5th birthday. Yay! Also, I'm going to go drop off some eggs to a customer, which is really cool because I like hand delivering eggs. I get to talk to the customers and, talk about their breeding, what they're doing. It's really, I don't know, I like it. It's good to do face-to-face. We have a few things also when we get home. I've got to do something about that home orchard because it's like a jungle in there. Is that a pig?
That's a pig.
There's a pig. We're just watching a wild pig come through the cane paddocks next door. What is that, a little sow?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think that's a boar.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll see if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Can you see that? That black thing just... Where's my finger? Over there. Pigs are coming in though. It's that time of the year.
You sure it's a pig? Looks like a pig.
It's a pig. But anyways, it's a little bit... Soon, well, our pig hunters probably come down soon, which doesn't bother us one little bit as long as they just watch their dogs, because the last time we had dogs come in and it didn't end well for our goats. Not that, I've got nothing against pig hunters. Some pig hunters are stupid and they, and not let their dogs go on to farm animals. But anyways, that's a whole different other story. Their seedlings are coming up, so I'll show you that. And what else? We've got to get ready for these pigs.
More pigs.
More pigs. We don't know if we're going to get a couple of feeder pigs and just in the meantime before we get our breeders. There's so much to think about. So stressful. Nana's gone. She's gone back down south again, so it's just the house is back to us again, I guess. Which means more work. Anyways, let's get into this video. So, like we said before, we're going to get ready for the pigs. We got our quote back from GF. If you remember, we had GF coming out to do us a quote. It came back, and it's actually pretty reasonable for the area that we want to do. So, it came in at $1,300 for the Energizer. The wire, because we're not going to use the tape, we're using wire. There is a reason for that. I don't want to chance anything. Like I said, we have wild pigs around here, so the wire's a lot more sturdy. It lasts longer as well because it rains so much up here. They said it was a better option than the tape anyway. We are going to get in some countries they call them Welsh or saddlebacks. I'll put a picture here of what breed we're getting. We've got some breeders coming hopefully in July, fingers crossed. At the moment, the breeder that we're getting them from is doing genetic testing. So the reason they're doing genetic testing is because hernia problems have been occurring and they don't want it passed down generations to other breeders like myself. So they're doing all of that, and then once they finalise that, they'll pick our non-related boar and sows, or I think they're called gilts before they have, so gilts, and then we can start our own breeding. We really do need meat in the freezer because it's not just Corey, myself, and Charlie. We do have family come and stay with us for a long period of time, months, not a couple of weeks, months. So we're always going through meat. We're always going through any veggies that I grow. This year, we are going to have to up it because our family dynamic is, getting busier. I have my Nana, as you saw, come and stay with me a lot. I love it a bit. She's 94, so it's nice to have her around still. And for Charlie to have a great grandmother around is very rare. So we've got her, and we also give away a lot of our food to family and friends because times are tough. Australia's going backwards. Everything's expensive. And it's just nice to be able to help out. They've got bills to pay. Takes a little bit of hardship off their backs. The sheep and goats, Corey and I are talking seriously about moving them on because of worm problems here are just, as much as we are trying to minimize it, it is becoming an issue. And we were warned multiple times about having goats, how worm loaded they are with foot rot and everything with the amount of rain that they have up here. We didn't listen because we thought we knew that we had, we thought we had solutions to it, but turns out that it's becoming pretty defeated. Their vet bills are getting huge, and at the end of the day, I can't probably put them in the freezer because I'm too much of a mother, and so I'll have to move them on to sell. The sheep, on the other hand, we are going to keep them because they're not as bad. We don't have to worm them as much as what we do the goats, and since having the roosters out on patrol, the worm load has dropped, we've noticed, as well as, rotational grazing with the cows. So it is working, but for now, we just think that goats are probably not the best for us, and we'll probably move them on. Not that I'm saying that goats are bad, but goats are just bad for our area. If you want to get goats, that's great, but please do your research. Don't be like Corey and I and think that you have solutions to the major issues that they do have. They are high worm load, and they break fences. They put their heads through fences. They will jump. They actually jump pretty high. If they really wanted to, they can clear those fences out there because they've done it before. I'm just lucky that they love us and they stay. But yeah, if you get goats, great. Make sure that you feed them hay, just like sheep. They need to be a roughage. But just for us, it's not going to work for our farm. And we don't really eat a lot of goat meat. We just have them because we really like them, and they're really good for, cutting down bramble, or we've like a lot of shrubs and stuff that you just completely poison and wouldn't even work, so they eat it back. But yeah, goats are great in a lot of sense, just not for us. So we're going to be moving them on.